Hi, I'm Natalia from Writer, and I want to show you a brand campaign launch plan agent that I developed on the Writer platform. Let me show you something that's going to fundamentally change how you think about campaign launches. But before I dive in, I want to ground us in a reality that most brand and marketing teams face. When you're launching a campaign like On Running's Lunar New Year capsule collection, for example, across email, social, paid, and your website, the typical approach looks something like this. You map out every step. You pull product imagery, write email copy, adapt for Instagram and TikTok, create ad variants, build landing page copy, coordinate timing across teams. You document the workflow in incredible detail and hope nothing changes. Because if the creative direction shifts or a new channel gets added, you're rebuilding the entire process. Most companies think automation means documenting steps. But what I'm about to show you is an AI native approach to automation that starts with outcomes, not processes. Instead of mapping out every step of a workflow, you define the result you want and refine it with your business rules, brand voice, look and feel guidelines, and institutional knowledge. So I want to show you what this looks like using the example of On Running's Lunar New Year launch. I'm going to start in my instance of Writer that you can see here in my screen, and I'm going to start a new playbook. Watch what happens when I describe in natural language what I want to do. Rather than documenting how to launch a campaign, I'm going to describe what I want to achieve. Launch On Running's Lunar New Year capsule collection campaign across email, social, paid, and web. Create channel-specific assets that celebrate the year of the horse while maintaining On Running's performance-driven brand voice. I'm going to include 3 files as inputs. One being, first and foremost, On Running's brand guidelines. These files were synthetically generated for the purposes of this demo. This includes brand overview, positioning guidance, voice and tone, attributes, messaging frameworks, etc. I also have the Lunar New Year capsule collection product briefs. You can see the campaign overview here, cultural context, product collection details, etc. And then finally, past campaign performance data that can be used to create benchmarks for goals and KPIs for this brand new campaign. Now, here's what's powerful. You'll notice that the platform didn't ask me to define the steps. Instead, it's asking, what outcomes do I want? What knowledge should I ground it in? And what rules should govern it? Here in this draft playbook that Writer produced for me, you'll see a couple placeholders here for the inputs that I specified that I need to produce these outcomes. So when I run it, I'm going to be asked for those files. I'll upload the past campaign performance data, the brand guidelines, and the Lunar New Year product brief. And when they've all uploaded, I'll run the playbook. And watch what happens. On the right-hand panel, you'll see the plan that this Writer agent has created for itself to execute against and accomplish the outputs that I specified. It's going to execute these goals step by step. And on the left-hand side here, you can see the Writer agent working through its tasks in real time. You can watch as it analyzes the past campaign performance data, extracts key themes from the briefs that I provided it, pulls the brand voice parameters, and creates the content that I asked for. Okay, now that it's done, let's take a look at what it generated for me. Here's a summary of its outputs. The Lunar New Year campaign, complete and ready for launch. Here's a summary of the campaign deliverables that it produced, a campaign strategy document, messaging frameworks, an email campaign series, landing page assets, a social media calendar, etc. I'm going to take a look at some of these deliverables. Let's click into the campaign strategy. Up top, you'll see the executive summary of this campaign strategy doc, including proposed campaign objectives for this campaign, key performance indicators to measure success against, strategic levers that can help power these results, product collection overview details, channel-specific strategies for email, including budget allocation recommendations, social, paid, etc., a campaign timeline, messaging frameworks. And let's take a look at the social media content calendar it produced. It recommends a strategy around post frequency and content pillars, a post type distribution for Instagram content, and a proposed calendar and timing of these posts. What you just saw Writer Agent execute here would take a team of brand strategists and marketers weeks and possibly months of writing and revising copy across channels, multiple review cycles to ensure brand consistency and quality, coordination of meetings across email, social, and paid teams, and a manual adaptation of messaging for each platform's unique requirements. Instead, using this Writer Agent, you're able to define the outcome once, ground it in your brand's institutional knowledge, and Writer Agent delivers coordinated on-brand assets across every channel.